Okay, let's address the elephant, or I guess Labradoodle, in the room. This is our 6-year-old Australian Labradoodle Boomer, because today we're going to be talking about all the dog-friendly activities in and around the Triangle. If you've got a dog or you're thinking of getting one and you're on the hunt for a city that's super dog-friendly with tons of indoor and outdoor activities for you and your pup, well, the Triangle region in North Carolina might be just the spot for you. As Boomer can attest, and he's suddenly gotten a little camera shy, it's been the perfect spot for our family. So let me show you all the things you can do together. And let me warn you, you're in for some cuteness overload with all the dog content. My name is Matt Martin, and I'm a realtor in the Raleigh area of North Carolina. I've helped tons of clients move to the Triangle region, and if you're looking to do the same, I'd love to help you too. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe right down below. So as I mentioned, we have a 6-year-old chocolate Labradoodle named Boomer, who we love taking with us pretty much everywhere we go. And when we were looking to leave New York City and deciding where we'd want to move next, a city that was dog friendly was super important for us. Well, New York City was pretty dog friendly. The Triangle takes it a step further and makes it so easy for you and your pup to explore together. Let's start with dining out. Dogs are allowed in the outdoor areas of pretty much every restaurant here, as long as you don't have to pass through a kitchen to get there. And given the Triangle's mild weather, okay, we do have a hot and humid summer, but otherwise it's pretty mild. There are lots of opportunities to sit outside. Even during the winter, most restaurants have heaters and it usually doesn't get too cold, so it's possible to enjoy dinner outdoors with your dog most of the year. All right, next let's talk about breweries, especially since we have over 40 of them in the area. Pretty much every brewery you go to will have its fair share of pups. If the brewery serves food, then they'll have to follow the same rules as restaurants, and dogs will be allowed outside only. But if they don't prepare food on site and instead rely on food trucks or a BYO food model, you can usually bring your pup inside. Two of our favorites to bring Boomer inside of are East Bower Cider Company, which brews its own selection of unique and delicious ciders and has a bunch of board games to play, and Linwood Brewing Company, which has tons of TVs and a separate building for food known as Wilson's. Both spots also have awesome outdoor spaces for those perfect blue sky Carolina days, but when the weather isn't cooperating, it's nice to be able to bring your pup inside and still enjoy a beer or two. Oh, and that reminds me, some bars even allow your pup inside. One of our favorites is Boxcar, which is a mix of a bar and an arcade that's super dog friendly. Just be aware that it can get pretty crowded here on the weekends, so you'll want to stay clear if your dog gets easily overwhelmed. There's also West Street Dog, which sets itself apart with its indoor off-leash dog park and bar for members who are 21 and up. There are even some coffee shops that will allow your pup inside, which is especially nice if you work remotely and want to change the scenery for the day. Our absolute favorite is Pine State Coffee in Raleigh, not only for its in-house roasted beans that make my favorite coffee in the city, but also for its super friendly staff that's always happy to see Boomer when he comes in. Moving on to dog parks, which if you have a super social pup who loves to interact with others, or they just love some unlimited off-leash time, you know that these are an absolute must. And the Triangle has a ton of options, as you can see on this map. Our dog tends to like interacting with humans more than other dogs, so we don't frequent many of these, but our favorites have been Oakwood Dog Park and Dorothea Dix Dog Park, as they both offer large play areas for the pups and seating for the humans. But if your dog is more like Boomer and would rather play solo, there are lots of options for them and you to still get your exercise on. Some of the best options are found across the region's expansive greenway and park network. The Triangle has over 100 miles of greenway trails, the majority of which are paved, that are the perfect place for you to go on a stroll with your pup or even a bike ride if your dog likes to run along. These trails traverse a ton of different landscapes, from urban and suburban neighborhoods to woodsy forests to lakeside loops, so there's always something new to explore. Some of our favorites include the 3-mile loop around Lake Johnson and the variety of trails found in Umstead Park. both of which are only about a 15-minute drive from downtown Raleigh and about a 25-minute drive from downtown Durham. Dogs do need to be on leash on the Greenway trails. Apart from the Greenway, there are literally hundreds of parks across the region, and dogs are usually welcome on leash. We absolutely love taking Boomer to the big field in Dix Park. And don't tell anyone, but we'll even sometimes run him off leash there on a quiet morning. If your dog absolutely loves the water, there are a few places for them to get their paws wet, but I have to start with a couple disclaimers. Dogs are required to be on a 6-foot leash at all times in the state parks and on Greenway trails, so swimming is technically not allowed. Also, you'll want to be aware of the algae levels in many of the local bodies of water, especially during the summer months, as they can reach levels that are dangerous and even lethal for dogs. So, with those out of the way, one of the most popular waterside areas for pups is the Eno River State Park, which is located about 15 minutes northwest of downtown Durham. Because it's a moving body of water, it's much less likely that you'll encounter dangerous levels of algae bloom, and it has tons of trails and multiple swimming holes that, while technically for humans only, often are enjoyed by pooches and their owners alike. As for the other lakes in the area, well, with the disclaimers I mentioned earlier, I just don't want to overstep here. So I'll say that there are tons of resources online that talk about where you may be able to get away with taking your dog in the water, including links to algae reports for you to make sure the water is safe. If your dog is more like Boomer and all about the beach, well, you're in luck here too. Many of the North Carolina beaches allow dogs year-round, though they will need to be on leash during the peak summer months. And you can get to the beach in just about 2 hours from Raleigh, so it's super easy to do a weekend or even day trip. One of our absolute favorite places to take Boomer is Topsail Island. And yes, it's pronounced Topsail, not Topsail, which allows dogs to be off leash from October 1st through my birthday on May 15th. Given the mild weather here, there are plenty of warm days during that period where you can enjoy the beach with your pup free to run around. Another favorite is Freeman Park on the north end of Carolina Beach. Here, you can drive your 4x4 vehicle onto the beach and dogs can run off leash from October 1st through March 31st. Note that super popular beaches like Wrightsville Beach do not allow dogs on the beach at all during the summer months and only on leash in the off months. Carolina Beach has similar off-season restrictions, but dogs are allowed on the beach during the summer months before 9 a.m. and after 5 p.m. And finally, we have the mountains. If you've watched my other videos, you'll probably have heard me say that one of Raleigh's claims to fame is that we're only 2 hours to the beach and 3 hours to the mountains. So whichever you're in the mood for, it's easy to get there. The Blue Ridge Parkway is one of the most beautiful areas to explore, and the trails are all dog friendly for pups on a leash. And with over 350 miles of trails, you have a ton of options for exploring. During the winter, we love going up to the mountain town of Boone if there's ever the possibility of a snowstorm, since Boomer absolutely loves the snow. And while the Triangle does average about 4 to 5 inches of snow per year, there are some years without any, so it's nice to have the mountains close enough for us and Boomer to get our snow fill. So I hope you can see now how great the Triangle is to live and explore with your dog. Between the mild weather and abundance of indoor and outdoor spots that welcome dogs, you'll find yourself bringing Fido or Boomer along for most of your daily activities. If you live here and have a local spot that you absolutely love taking your dog to, leave me a comment down below. We're always looking for new haunts for Boomer. And if you're ready to explore the Triangle and all the great spots we have to offer for you and your pups, I'd love to connect. All my contact information is included here.